Well, I've been thinking about that a lot, even in terms of me, is wait, I have to accept those losses. And I just think the prop from gamification really messed up my psychology a lot. So recognizing if it was my account, I wouldn't care about when I'm going to withdraw. I would just withdraw whatever times in the month that I needed to, or I had a bi-weekly schedule for the most part. So getting over the time, I think, was my next big thing to doing better. Because today, if I end up closing today, let's say I want to leave, I've got some social events and stuff. So if most of my accounts are sitting somewhere between $80, they're not sitting a lot. So for some of them, they don't even count as a day, but if that's all I get today, and not having to go back in and saying, well, I have to make exactly $600 or $200 to get this next criteria, because I can trade again tomorrow. And that, believe it or not, yes, you might need another 600 for the consistency or 200 for the consistency, but you don't need it today.
Exactly.
You need to get some of it tomorrow.
I had to learn that. I was a hardhead with that concept. I had a hard time trying to cope with revenge trading.
Did you do that on your personal money, just out of curiosity? I didn't have the same problems on my personal money as I do on the props. I think it's because it's not my account, it's not my money. And then you have the treachery of denials and what have you, and all the horror stories there. I think it messed with my head. Oh my gosh, I have to make it work exactly right now.
Yeah.
I get a payout right now, or it's not mine.
And that's the reason I did it on my personal account, because I started to get anxiety with the prop firms trading how I trade on my personal account. So I had to adjust my style a bit on the prop firm.
Yeah, we're working on it, guys.
Yes. The market is made to play on your psychology. So you have to just to keep a strong head, man, and trust your process, and do not hesitate to pull the trigger once your process. We need to get into this trade. And then if you take a loss. But I think if your system, especially with prop firms, I think if your system is set up in such a way where if it's not going your way, it gets you out with minimal loss. And if it does goes your way, it's maximum profit.
You guys, how do you feel that you build that conviction? Is, I guess, knowing your system and the confidence in it. That's sort of where it goes back to where you've taken those trades over and over again at the right size. So therefore, whether you lose or win, you really don't feel it. And then also you have the conviction because your system works out and it plays out over time. But a lot of people don't get to that point because you deal with all the emotions.
They think because they have a lose and the system is not working. But what about all the other days when it was working?
Absolutely.
You have to believe in yourself and believe in your system.
I think it's hard too until you get to that first area where you're actually getting payouts. That's the hard part, because it's not real yet. Get a couple payouts. So whatever it takes, even if it takes you a month and a half, get a couple payouts. And just so you guys know, wait, today is the 11th. So this is about the last week or so to go. If you're starting a new account and you're looking to get a payout this year, this is about the last week you're going to be able to do that. So it's still on the table, it's possible, and it doesn't mean you are profitable every day. You don't even have to be profitable every day to make that happen. Just so you guys know, you can go get your final payout this year. You got about 20 days, probably less with trading days and holidays, but this is it. So try one of those smaller accounts. Just try it on for size. It's less of a barrier before you get to withdrawal. It's less of a profit target to pass the eval or what have you. And it's sooner. So figure, especially on something like Take Profit Trader, once you get past that 1500, well, it's 750 more accurately, you're payout eligible. So you don't have to do very much. Go get your first $500 payout and make it real. $300. I don't know what their minimum is. I think they do have one. I don't know what it is though.
Yeah, I love that, Jenny. And that's sort of the thing too, even if you don't, because that's the other thing too that I think can mess people up. And with the prop firm route is that sometimes they make you put pressure and additional goals on yourself that if you're trading your own account, you normally want to have goals as far as for specific dates. I need to make this payout before I'm rebuild, or I need to pass the evaluation before I'm rebuild, or I need to get to this buffer. So there's a whole bunch of other things as opposed to just being profitable. So even if you take what Jenny is proposing and you take that challenge, even if you don't pass it, if you're doing it the correct way and you have a day, hey, I made $100 or a couple $100 this day, which is more than what I may have made working my regular hourly wage job, or even if you have a good corporate job, $200 a day should be in alignment with that, right? Then you just stop for the day and then come back and just continue the process when you're up. People try to keep trading when they're down a lot, and then they keep trying to trade when they're up a lot. There's never a stopping point. So finding those points where you've gotten some good equity and just continue the process, take those base hits, and at the end of the year, you have a good amount of your account in good standing and almost ready for a payout or for a passive valuation. And then you can start the next year on the blast as well.